Hello, everybody, and welcome to the fifth installment of the CanUSA Olympic Show. I'm Robert Tomlinson.
I am Joey Langdon.
And for the 11 people that are at least consistently watching this, we commend you so much. And plus, we would like to tell those 11 people that this episode is mainly going to be about us bragging about each other's hockey teams 90% of the time. So fair warning.
Also, fair warning. If we sound a little out of it or tired, I had some technical issues all day. We could not record until later tonight, so if you hear a little bit of yawning, I apologize.
Yep, we are recording this at 9:38 p.m. on...
Way to make me sound weak.
Yeah, 9:38 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Rebel.
What was that, like -5 or something GMT or something like that?
5, I don't know.
And
for all you listening from the Greenwich Mountain Time, or Greenwich Mean Time, thank you. And like, comment, subscribe.
Yep, like, comment, subscribe. Also comment if you have any suggestions on how we can improve this for future editions if we ever do another podcast.
If we ever, you make it sound like we won't do one for the end of the Olympics.
We'll do one for the end of the Olympics. That's...
Of course, but I gotta brag about my 2 gold medals in hockey.
Yeah. Except it's gonna be me bragging about the USA's 2 golds in hockey.
I don't know about that, buddy.
Which is where we are going to start this episode.
And likely where we are going to end that episode.
Probably. So, the first topic we're going to discuss today is the USA-Canada death matches in hockey. Yeah. We have the USA-Canada semifinal in men's hockey and the USA-Canada final tomorrow in women's hockey. So, that is going to be a fun... That's going to be, it's going to be fun.
It's going to be at least an interesting conversation. Oh, by the way, I should follow up on something.
Oh, boy.
My Japanese team lost 3-2 in the 7th place game.
My goodness. Joey?
They're just they just got unlucky.
Yeah, they
lost
did.
by 1 pretty much every game.
My goodness.
And I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And for any Japanese people watching, please like, comment, subscribe.
Yep. LCS.
Yeah.
Yep. So, USA Canada. Yeah, this is going to be interesting, and this is going to be fun. And it's going to be fun when I brag about the US winning both of those matches.
Is this where we're going with this conversation?
This is where we're going with this.
I'd like to think that, right as the buzzer goes, Shannon Spados raises her blocker, throws her blocker and gloves in the air, throws her helmet off, and then Canada just goes, wait a second, we shouldn't be celebrating too much. We knew it all along, and we've won every single Olympics since 2002.
Boo. I have a feeling that it's gonna go to overtime, at least.
It's gonna be a very close game, definitely. I don't think any of the women's finals have ever gone to overtime, maybe 98, but it'll definitely be close. I know it wasn't in 2002, because 2002 it was 3-2 Canada, and in 2010 it was 3-2 Canada, and in 2006 it doesn't even matter because the United States didn't even make the finals.
Yeah.
Also, worth noting, just take this however way you will, every single game in the women's tournaments so far has been at the Sheba Arena, the smaller arena of the 2 Olympic arenas, and the finals. We had the Bolshoi Ice Dome, which is pretty much the designated men's arena so far. It's been where all the men's games, except for a few, have taken place. So the sight lines will be different, definitely. There'll be a lot. It'll be definitely loud, but it might not be as compact as the preliminary games were.
Yeah. Do you think, as you have a little bit of experience playing hockey, albeit not at a professional level, but do you think that that different stadiums provide different sight lines or anything of that matter, especially since you're moving from a smaller stadium to a bigger stadium?
I can actually speak to this because in the hockey I play, we either play at a NHL-sized arena with little to no seating that's big, but it's just tall, no seating. There's a pretty much three-quarter-sized arena with about, like, it's like as much seating as they could cram in there, but it's a tiny ice box. And then we have a Olympic-sized rink, but with, like, 500 seats. And I could say I prefer playing in the very small arenas. The rinks, I like the smaller rinks just because they, obviously it's not an issue here, but the smaller arenas I definitely like because no matter how many people are in there, it could be the same amount of people as the Olympic rink, but you definitely get a better atmosphere from a smaller rink because it seems like there's a lot more people in there, at least per capita.
That's very interesting. That's very interesting perspective there.
So a team that would, although the arenas with lots of seating, even if they're not filled, it could like especially very large seating. If you look around too much, it could overtake you with the atmosphere. I'm assuming like if a Japanese team or a German team were to play in an arena like that, it would probably be a factor because it's like playing in a cavernous bowl. But with that much fans in there, if you look around, it might take you over. But if it only gets about like 10,000 people, which I expect, less than that, it would probably be. I would rather play at the smaller arena. Just it would be a lot louder, unless you like playing with more room to think. I guess the big arena helps because it seems quieter.
Yeah. And I've been to a small arena and a big arena for hockey games as well as a spectator. And they are both different experiences. One of them is Wings Stadium over in Kalamazoo, Michigan. And that's about, give or take, 5,100 seats.
I've actually been to Wings Stadium when the Wings were in the International League.
Oh, really? Cool. And the other stadium I've been in, I haven't been to Joe Louis Arena over in Detroit, which is a sin that I'm probably going to correct next month with my college.
Ironically, I have.
And
I live in
but
Canada.
I've been to the Fort Wayne Memorial Coliseum over in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and that's about, gosh, if I had to put an estimate, it's about 10 to 15,000 seats, and maybe more than that, and I'm probably underestimating it, but my goodness, it's a different experience between those stadiums. It's very large, very loud, and it could make a difference moving from a smaller arena to a bigger arena, especially when they've been playing most of their games in a smaller arena.
And you're gonna hate me for if it seems like I'm showing you up, but I've been to Fort Wayne Arena too to watch the Comets. And yeah, I've been to a lot of minor league rinks, and the smaller the rink, if you're a team that is used to playing in a small, loud rink, you'll play good there. But generally, if the seats are empty, the team that's used to playing in a large rink will probably get slightly more of an advantage. But if it's loud, as I expect it'll be, after all being Canada, USA, women's hockey, it probably won't really make a difference going from preliminary at a small arena to finals at a large arena. I don't think it'll actually make too much of a difference but aside from, of course, the atmosphere of it being the finals.
Okay. Well, it's going to be an interesting matchup in women's hockey, but the more interesting matchup between the women's hockey and the other one is going to be the men's semifinal between USA and Canada. USA got to where they are by winning 5-2 against the Czech Republic this afternoon, or this morning, whichever time zone you're in. And Canada just barely getting by Latvia 2-1.
You put it like that, but you also have to look at the fact that we had 57 shots to their 13. You gotta realize that A, Latvian goalie stood on his head, and B, we're a defensive team to begin with. We went through the preliminary games with low-scoring games, really, that we dominated throughout. We just were more of a defensive team. We beat Norway 3-1, and we beat Finland 2-1. We generally have lower-scoring games, but we play good enough defensively that they don't get many shots, and we will have the higher goal total at the end of the game. The United States are a very slow team on the Olympic ice surface. I don't see them, especially against the defensive team, because the teams that the United States tore up, they beat Slovenia and Slovakia, and, as you would put it, squeaked by Russia. It was, you never know how teams are going to act on the ice surface.
Right. It's always a crapshoot, just like it is in every other sport. I mean, you look at the Super Bowl this year in football. Everybody was saying, "Oh, the Denver Broncos offense, they're godly. They are like rookie level in Madden, and they're going to totally dominate the Seattle Seahawks," and that just didn't happen.
I don't mean to humble brag, but I picked Seattle to win that game.
Yeah. My family was kind of rooting for Denver to win, but it just got out of hand quickly. But not really rooting, just it would be a good game either way.
I did pick it 24-21, so I shouldn't be bragging too much. Even I didn't see that coming.
Yeah. But yeah. The men's game is going to be very interesting as well. And whoever wins will get to face either Sweden or Finland in the finals.
And while we're actually looking at a hockey game that doesn't concern either of our two great nations, who do you see coming up in the Sweden-Finland game? Finland obviously finished second in Group B, along with Canada finishing first in that group by 1 point, and Sweden finished first in Group C, beating Switzerland by 3 points and Czech Republic by 6.
I'm going to say Sweden, because they have pretty good players on their team. No disrespect to Finland, they have pretty great players too, but I just see Sweden winning this game by a decent enough margin, maybe 2 goals.
I actually see Finland winning this game because Finland, honestly, if you take away the full rank, they actually had a very similar preliminary round, and Finland actually had a higher goal differential, which does beg the question, because look at who Finland beat in the quarterfinal. They beat Russia, and Sweden beat Slovenia, and I'm not going to lie, I was hoping Slovenia would win that game. But Finland beat Russia, who, as you said, with Sweden, they have great players. Finland just clicked, sort of like the Toronto Raptors this year. I mean, on paper, they should get killed, but something clicks. You never know what happens. I mean, they beat Russia 3-1. I think they could beat Sweden.
Yeah, that's going to be a pretty good game nonetheless. And you mentioned the Finns beating Russia 3-1. And if any members of the Russian hockey team are watching this right now, which is probably highly unlikely given our relative obscurity in the interwebs.
Relative?
We hope that you're all safe. We hope that Putin hasn't done anything malicious to you. And now let's talk about if they were a disappointment or not in the tournament.
Short answer? Yes.
Yeah, I have to agree with that.
At least to the point where the Russian government was hyping them up? Definitely. Like, Ovechkin's face was on all the Coke bottles.
And he was the captain of the team. And he pretty much stumbles around with the puck a lot.
Like, Ovechkin could literally walk. I don't think he could walk to get a bagel in the morning. I think he'd just he'd be mobbed more so than, I guess, a lot of, like, I'm just going to use an example to lead into our next segment. He'd get mobbed more than Justin Bieber.
Yeah, probably. And that brings up the fact that there is a tweet on the Twitters this afternoon. I forget who originally said this, but it's funny. Basically, it said, USA-Canada semifinal game. Whoever loses keeps Justin Bieber.
I saw you retweet that. I retweeted it as well. It was Isaiah Mateos was the one who sent that out at Isaiah Can't Dance. So thank you at Isaiah Can't Dance. I hope you are watching this show.
I doubt it.
I will send him the link.
Okay.
And to those 11 people who are watching this, spam at Isaiah Can't Dance to get them to watch the show, or not. You didn't hear it from us.
Yeah, you never. We deny everything.
Just maybe send a linky link to Mr. Isaiah about the great show that you just saw the other day.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably. That's probably a great idea. All right. So Justin Bieber.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about him because I don't think any of Canada wants to talk about him right now.
I don't think any of the United States want to talk about him right now.
I think we have just solved all the tensions between our nations.
My God. Oh my goodness.
The CanUSA Olympic show, everybody. Breaking walls one Bieber at a time.
Amen. Amen, brother.
Hallelujah. Praise the Lord.
Yeah. So, who you got in the hockey games?
Canada, Finland.
Okay. I got USA, USA, Oshi, USA, and Sweden.
I like the calmness at the end of all that. Like, just the going insane about the USA and then just, Sweden.
Yeah. It's
just so we have another game to talk about, picks for the women's bronze medal game between Sweden and Switzerland.
Is this even a question? Sweden.
Switzerland. Oh, damn it!
Dude!
We need to bring up Bieber again so we can solve
no!
hunger again.
Oh, okay. But yeah, there's that.
Welcome to the CanUSA Olympic show, everybody. We're friends.
We hate Justin Bieber.
Where we hate Justin Bieber and friends from two different countries cannot agree on anything.
I know. We cannot agree on anything. Oh yeah, one more thing. Me and Joey, after the recording of the last episode, we actually made a bet with each other on who would get more gold medals or something like that.
I believe I said medals.
Okay. More total medals then.
Although, I will happily revert to gold looking at the medals
now.
You said gold. You said gold.
I forgot what was said.
I am pointing at you through the screen. You said gold. Why do I keep doing visual jokes?
Yeah, this is an audio recording, man. Who are you, Nintendo Caprice son? I don't know.
Anyway, we'll figure it out before the end, but we made a bet where if Canada gets the higher number than the United States, Rob has agreed to sing the Canadian national anthem.
Yep.
And
fully prepared to do that if necessary.
And if the United States finishes with more than Canada, I will sing the American national anthem. I am not prepared to do that because that will not happen.
Oh.
See, I can beat you at your own game. And if this time, we'll sing Take On Me again. Yay!
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, but it'll be awesome to hear both of our beautiful musical pipes go in the finale episode, which will be probably on
the 24th.
I'm game for that.
All right, that's a CanUSA promise.
We might have another episode between that, but
oh yes.
Yeah.
Well, now that we've finished yelling at our internet service providers, and we've completed the 90% about talking about hockey, let's talk about other sports, shall we?
Yeah, women's parallel giant slalom. Let's go through a couple quick results. Gold medal went to Patrizia Kumar of Switzerland. Silver went to Tomoka Takeuchi from Japan. And the bronze went to Alina Zavarina of Russia. Women's bobsled. Canada 1 got the gold. USA got silver. And USA 2 got the bronze. So, what's coming up for tomorrow, Joey?
Thursday the 20th, or by the time many of our viewers will be watching this, it'll be a preview for today's action. Kurt, I'm going with my alphabetical, so for the first time, alpine skiing won't be the first thing I yell out. Curling! Women's bronze medal final! At least that's what's called on here. Great Britain, who are, of course, represented by Eve Muirhead of Scotland, will play against Switzerland. Canada played against Great Britain in this semi-final. That was a close game. I got to watch that. Sweden versus Switzerland. It was kind of a calamity of errors near the end of it, and Sweden made the least amount of errors. Figure skating, ladies free skate. That is a medal event. And my friend's cousin, Caitlin Osmond, will be competing in that. Freestyle skiing, men's ski cross. That is a medal event. Women's halfpipe. That is a medal event. Hockey, the women's bronze medal final, Switzerland versus Sweden, and the women's gold medal final, Canada versus USA. Rob, please say something. I'm afraid it crashed again.
It didn't crash.
Good. Nordic combined. It'll be the team large hill, ski jumping first, then cross country. You may have to wake up early for that one because that'll be an early event. The ski jumping will, I believe, nope. Men's ski cross. The first round will be the first event of the day. Friday the 21st, I'm going to go up to the 21st because I assume we will be doing another show on the 22nd and the 24th. Don't quote me on that. Everyone's going to quote me on that now.
Yep. I'll even put the quote up right now.
Oh, no. Alpine skiing. Women's slalom. That is a medal event. Biathlon. Women's 4 by 6 kilometer relay. That is a medal event. See? Metric. The rest of the world knows how to do it. Curling. Men's bronze medal, China versus Sweden, and the men's gold medal, Canada versus Great Britain / Scotland. Freestyle skiing, women's ski cross, and then the hockey, men's semifinal, Sweden versus Finland, and for you Eastern timers, much like me and Rob, at noon, United States of America versus Canada.
Yeah, USA!
Yeah, Canada! Short track speed skating. Men's 500-meter finals, women's 1,000-meter finals, and men's 5,000-meter relay finals. Let's see what I did there.
Yeah, I see what you did there.
And the speed skating team pursuit quarterfinals and semifinals for men and women.
All right. So that's your schedule for tomorrow. Any final thoughts, Joey, before we head out for the evening?
Go Canada, go! Crosby and Kunitz haven't been working together as well as we've hoped so far in these Olympics, but I hope that even though Tavares has gone down with an injury, I think Matt Duchene can step in and hopefully bring Canada back to the promised land.
All right. And my final thought is that I would like to commend the Moscow News, the English language newspaper in Moscow, Russia, for their entertaining tweets about yesterday's Finland-Russia men's hockey game. It's great. Go give it a read. It's probably somewhere online. All right, so that'll do it. That'll do it for tonight's
It's probably
episode.
somewhere online. Robert Tomlinson, 2014.
Yep.
It's probably somewhere online.
Yeah, go, if you want more information, Google it.
That's the CanUSA catchphrase right there.
Yep, pretty much. All right, so let's wrap it up here. I'm Robert Tomlinson.
I am Joey Langdon.
And we will see you in a couple days for the next installment of the CanUSA Olympic Show.
So
Did your Wi-Fi go again?
Yeah.
You're joking, man.
Well, it wasn't the Wi-Fi itself. It's the computer I'm on that sort of fluctuates in and out with the Wi-Fi, but it usually only happens like if I leave it for an hour. It won't happen again. Okay,
so where were we? Is it recording right now? Did that recording
I think it stayed with it while it was crapping out.
Oh.
So
they may have heard me drop an S-bomb.
I don't think it would have picked up you, but at least picked up me just going, I think it crashed.
For those of you who are watching, for those of you who are watching, the 11 people that we've consistently got viewership from, we commend you again. You're going to get a blooper at the end of this episode. You're getting a blooper at the end of this episode.
I think you said a blue ribbon, but put up a blue ribbon for all the 11 people that are watching this for us.
Yep, right there. There's your blue ribbon.
You
right
did
there.
it. You did it, audience.
There. Great job.
Anyway. Oh, no, I hope it didn't crash again. Robert? Robert, are you there?
Darn it!
You scared me.
Dang it, Joey. With the internet.
It didn't crash that time. That was your fault, man.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't me.
My internet's great.
My internet's great, too. I got 5 bars, man.
I got 5 bars, too.
Welcome to CanUSA show, everybody. Where we...
Our internet is literally the most annoying thing in the entire world sometimes.
So,
Thanks, Comcast Time Warner.
Thanks, Rogers.
Yeah.